involving the Chiefs. So 20 players and staff members, Patrick Mahomes being one of them, were in line to get a haircut with a barber who tested positive for COVID-19. That according to Adam Schefter. Let me continue here. So backup Chiefs center Daniel Kilgore was in the chair when the Chiefs pulled the barber once his COVID-19 test results came in. Schefter reported Kilgore and the barber both were wearing masks, and because Kilgore was deemed a close contact, he told the barber to finish. A source had initially told ESPN that Kilgore was mid-haircut when the barber was pulled. Max, we just need to react to this quickly for a second. You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, look, I remember the story about the salon. Do you guys remember this a couple months back with the 3 women who worked in the salon and they tested positive for COVID? And they'd seen over 100 people, 100 clients over a certain time period, and either very few or none. It was like, it was a success story. Had COVID. Very few had contracted it because the 3 women had worn masks. And they followed protocol, Stephen A. And what we've seen is that is very, very helpful in stopping the spread, because the particles that come out of your mouth when you talk, you know, the louder, the more you talk in a closed space, the less air there is. So the more kind of stuff that's coming out of your mouth is a proportion of what's around you. That infects other people. Your mask is not there to protect you. It's there to protect the other person. Their mask is there to protect you. So Stephen A., what happened here, you can contract COVID accidentally, even if you do everything right. And the point is to take precautions to lower the risk as much as possible. Stephen A., it seems like that's what was done here.
Well, listen, I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, because I can't hear y'all right now, some technical difficulties. But let me tell you this, just in case you can hear me, all right? Listen, here's the deal, okay? We got to take COVID-19 seriously. We understand that. But I also want to applaud the NFL, because you had the safety protocol measures in place. Nobody was in violation of those things. The barber obviously tested positive, and as a result, people who were on the list didn't get a haircut, so they weren't exposed. And anybody like Kilgore, others who were exposed, are being quarantined. We get all of that, and we shouldn't have any players missing a game because of the barbershop. But for those out there that want to be critical of these athletes, I would like to say this. Haircuts are very, very important. Some of these brothers need it. They need it bad. Okay, they need it very, very bad. Now, I'm sitting there, I'm not making light of it. I'm only making light of the situation because there's no positive test outside of the barber, and we wish him well. But I'm just saying, for people out there that saying, damn, the Super Bowl is coming up, even though I'm an advocate of staying the hell away from everybody because you can't risk missing the Super Bowl, haircuts are very, very important. And some dudes desperately need them. Patrick Mahomes would be one of those people, by the way. He kind of needs a haircut from time to time, okay? He does. LeBron, if LeBron decided to get a haircut, I support that. Absolutely. Kevin Durant, I support that. Odell Beckham Jr. got the line going on or whatever, but sometimes, I mean, well, he really don't need a haircut. He need a hairdo. A different kind of hairdo, one would say. That's my brother. I love him, but I'm just making fun of him.
Molly.
I'm just saying this up here. Hey, and by the way,
I know.
me, now, see, Max, I don't need a haircut. I need a hairline. There's a difference. There's 2 different things, okay? I need a hairline, okay? Not a haircut. All right, my haircut is fine. The hairline.
Stephen A. is just going to have a little patch of hair in the back and go get that lined up.
There we go. Yo, hair club for men, here I come. Hair club for men, here I come.
Stephen
All
A.,
I'm trying to say is that
great, especially for your age. All right,
look,
I just have to say one thing.
It's very important, Molly. It's very important. Like, see, some
a little
women,
patch,
beautiful
but
women such as yourself, beautiful women such as yourself, you know, you take care of yourself in the whole bit, and obviously we assume that it's just women that literally prioritize stuff like that. Oh, hell no. Men believe in barbers. My brother Marlon, my man Chris Brock from Philly, who now lives in Houston, my man Marlon in Long Island. It's mandatory. I got to have them. Because, again, I need the cut. Now, they can't do nothing about the line, Max. They can't do anything for me about the line.
You're doing
but
great.
I damn sure need a cut. Yes, I did.
I
and
just
I
gotta
got
say
one a
one
couple
thing.
of days ago.
The
It's
Kilgore
important.
picture
It's
was absolutely hilarious. But you know what stood out to me most from the story? I know how particular men are with their barber. I couldn't believe 20 guys were just getting a haircut by a random barber. Usually people
Because
are
they're
like
stuck, Molly.
flying their guy in, so specific.
No,
so
they can't.
that's what actually
The
stood out to me in this story
The
the
NFL
most.
won't allow it, Molly. The NFL, to address safety protocols,
Yep.
they said, excuse me, you got to come into the bubble, you got to get tested, approved before you come in. So there is a barber that you have to use. And under those circumstances, we'll make exceptions. We go on the road. First Take is going on the road. I've had to get a haircut from a few people that I didn't want to get haircuts from, and they made my lining worse, if that was possible. These are things that happen. You take those risks. It's necessary sometimes,
Tough. I'm real
though.
particular with this hair. All right.
There we go.
Let's keep it moving here, guys. And we're working